Hello, hello everybody. It's me, smallpups. If you don't know, this is what I look like. You haven't watched my streams. It's okay if you don't worry about it. This is the Identity V Iceberg, Part 2, updated. Fresh, even. I want to thank you all for the support on the last Iceberg video. It was overwhelming, and I didn't expect it to even do as well as it did. I am a very, very small creator, so thank you. It's my most viewed video. I'm not gonna use the cam the whole time because, as you can see, it's not the best quality. But here's my little moral support, Jack the Ripper.
Enemy spotted.
And the Wu Changs. Together again at last. But anyway, yeah. So I hope everybody enjoys. And have a good time. Get a cup of tea. I got tea. Tea. Have some tea, get cozy. Maybe a blanket. Maybe a snack. Alright. Enjoy. So, this is the Identity V Iceberg 2.0. Updated with new entries, including ones that you guys helped me with in the last video. If you don't know what an iceberg is, it's a chart like this. The entries are usually scaled by how horrific or obscure things are. This is my first time making a chart myself, and honestly, it was really difficult. I guess I'm not good at ranking obscure tidbits. Remember, some of these entries are just theories or headcanons. Not everything is confirmed or even completely factual. I don't personally believe in all of them, so take the entire video with a big old grain of salt. Also, this is for fun, not meant to be taken super seriously. Just have fun. Huge thanks to the Identity V wiki, so much of this info is taken from there. Thank God you guys record everything. Alrighty, let's jump in. Editing smallpups here. I should mention that this iceberg is gonna be in 2 parts. They got way too long for one video, so it'll be 2 roughly 30-minute videos. We're gonna cover tiers 1 to 3 today. Tier 1 begins with TikTok lore. Please don't click off instantly. Starting off easy, it's a meme in the IDV fandom to make up stories about the lore and pretend they're true. Residents of the English chat, and specifically the IDV TikTok community, do this the most. I believe the meme started because IDV's actual lore is muddy and vague, so you can just kind of make up whatever you want, and some people will believe you because the actual lore is so confusing. Examples of this include the popular Helena beheaded Tracy with Joseph's sword, yep, and Wu Chang is banned from the entire country of Spain. Flesh Chat. Flesh Chat refers to the Bahasa Melayu chat channel on the NAEU server, which is intended for players that speak that language, but as it is on the North America European server, it's full of English-speaking players. Most players who actually speak Bahasa Melayu play on the Asia and China servers, so it became a meme for English players to simply say flesh in the flesh chat. It's a little meme with a random word that stuck. I personally frequent flesh chat to have a break from the chaos of the English chats. I appreciate its simplicity. Opening essences at midnight. This is another meme in the community that opening your essences at midnight or 12 a.m. will make your pulls a little luckier. Obviously, no, it's not true, but I'm pretty sure it was started by the YouTuber Geisha Gaming, who I am a big fan of, and I enjoy watching her videos. So if you haven't checked her out, go have a look. The link will be in the description. The Norton shipping paradox. YouTube user Mechanic Wonder revealed the Norton shipping paradox to me. This simply refers to the numerous Norton ships in the fandom. He's a really, really popular character, so he gets shipped with basically everyone. canon interactions or not, it does not matter. Nort Melly clears, by the way. The queue times. Guys, I'm so sorry to say this, but since the last video, queue times have not gotten any better. Waiting for a match can sometimes take forever, like literally, you will not get a match. My personal highest is over an hour, but I've seen much worse online. And if you can imagine, it's even worse on PC. Egg. Egg is a common word spammed in various English chats. It's always the English chats. Sometimes fans also use the word egg to refer to the mercenary, as his original model's head is quite egg-shaped, and he could have possibly been bald as well, as you couldn't see under his hood. Thanks to keys_MP for your help on this entry. I didn't know it. I didn't know. I like this one though. I think it's pretty cute, and I miss Nabe's chubby cheeks. Please bring them back. Model updates. Nice little segue from the last entry. Many of IDV's earlier models are considered outdated and not of the best quality. Therefore, more recently, some models have received changes and updates. The most notable being Nabe. If you look at his older skins, he looks very different, very round nose, round face. I personally love him. He's squishy. In his newer skins, his face is notably slimmer, and honestly, I don't really like it. I like the variety of his first model. He looked different. Now he looks like every other newer male survivor. They're all kind of the same. The most common one I've seen is that people say he looks like Aesop. But other examples of this include Mechanic. She had a totally different skin at first, costume. Design, I guess is the word. And Explorer. Explorer, one update, he just randomly became very handsome. Painter voice change. When Painter was released, he had a very soft and feminine voice. This was later changed to a deeper, more masculine voice. This change was done to align with Edgar's creator's wishes. Thanks to Loomloon for bringing this up. The first voice, along with the feminine features, such as the long hair, also made a lot of people believe Edgar was a girl before his official release. But obviously now we know he's not. He's a little guy. The stage play. The stage play is a stage play of Identity V. It is produced by Movista, and it currently has 3 parts. I am honestly a huge fan of the stage play. I love it, but I've only seen the first one. The actors are fantastic, and the costumes are awesome. It follows the character lore of IDV, but not the main storyline. It's not considered canon. Part 4 was just announced, if you're interested. Pretty exciting. The stage play is made and shown in Japan, so it's in Japanese. So it's pretty hard to find an English version, and there is no official English version. Truth and Inference. I love Truth and Inference. It's a very popular and cute official AU, which means alternate universe if you don't know. The main characters are Naib and Emma, who play Mr. Inference and Lady Truth. The basics of T&I is that Lady Truth and Mr. Inference are 2 detectives working at the Orpheus Detective Agency, solving various cases and working towards their own goals. Some other characters include Joseph as the antagonist DM, and Eli as the junior detective White. The Truth and Inference storyline is usually furthered in the yearly global anniversary event, such as Golden Rose Theater, the Phantom of the Crystal Palace, or the Shrouded Bellowstane. Confusing lore. Simply put, Identity V's lore is confusing. It's vague. Almost every protagonist is an unreliable narrator. Orpheus obviously has problems, and he's drugged up. Alice obviously has problems. Emma got huge mental problems. so on and so on. Overall, the lore is very open-ended. Lots is left to interpretation, little is confirmed or stated outright. We are finally getting some solid lore with the Manor storyline updates, though. Trans Explorer. This is simply a cute headcanon by some. Explorer's official plushie features him wearing underwear in a binder? Or a binder-esque top? Okay. Kurt says trans rights? Naib is blind. This is another common headcanon and theory that Merc is blind in one eye. His button eyes don't match each other, one is tilted for some reason. Just a cute little detail that could hint at him being blind. I'm sorry to say that I'm French. This is just a funny line from Ashes of Memory Part 1. Orpheus is accusing Frederick of being related to Mary Kreberg, who is of Austrian descent. Frederick retorts with, I'm sorry to say that I am French.
I'm sorry to say that I'm French.
Amazing response. You should apologize for that. Skins equal skill. This is a common misconception that is now a meme. If you have good or pretty high-tier skins, you must be good at the game, right? Obviously, no. This happens because people assume you must have worked hard or played a lot for the skin, but we know that's not the case. In IDV, all you need is cash, baby! This is actually a common thing in gaming in general, and I understand it somewhat because in some games you do have to grind and work hard or complete challenges to get really nice skins. But those are usually non-gacha games. Alright, we are on to tier 2. Homophobia. Homophobia is a meme in the IDV community which originated from the famous IDV Sucks document, which is a document detailing all of the problematic content in IDV. One point being the queer coding of the gardener, or Emma. The meme is literally just a photo of Emma with big, bold text that just says, homophobia. Big thanks to River_Sticks for letting me know about this. Characters' fake names. A lot of characters in IDV use fake names, and they all have their own different reasons. Some examples include Gardner, who goes by Emma Woods, but her real name is Lisa Beck. Doctor's alias is Emily Dyer, but her birth name is Lydia Jones, and she assumed a new identity to escape legal trouble when one of her patients died during surgery. We actually talked about this in the last Iceberg. Perfumer's name isn't Vera, but Chloe. Chloe murdered her sister Vera and stole her identity. Coordinator calls herself Martha, but we know this isn't her real name. She's a spy. We don't actually know her actual name yet. Once Skin teasers. The first skin released in the Once series was Good Child for Jack. In the trailer for this skin, there were several teasers for future Once skins. Hangover Joseph's camera, Chintz Michiko's fan, Departure Date Jose's Poseidon watch, Demon Symphony Antonio's violin, and Blind Spot Aesop's makeup bag could all be seen placed on the desk in the trailer. Unknown items featured in the trailer include a mask, a conical flask, and a scale. There's no confirmation, but the community has theorized the mask to be for Patricia, as it would fit for the monkey skull that she carries. The flask for Lucino, because, scientist, and the scale for Keegan, or perhaps Freddy. We'll have to wait and see. Line crossover. Identity V once had a limited time crossover with Line Friends. Line Friends are cute little characters featured in the Line messaging app. There was some cute furniture and 2 A-skins in the shop for this crossover. Brown for Naib, which is based on the character Brown, who is a bear, and Coney for Melly, based on Coney, a rabbit. Really cute crossover event overall. This entry is on here just kind of because, IDV is a horror game, and I think think it's really cute when we get kind of cutesy, lighthearted skins like this. I think it's nice. Decoders get found first. This is another IDV stereotype. Decoders always get found first. This is obviously bad because decoders shouldn't be first kites, as they should be decoding. Unlucky. Survivor and Hunter shared Halloween skins. There are a few skins for certain survivors that are them dressing up as a hunter. These skins are from the various Halloween events IDV has held. Forward has Black Nose, which is based on Bane. Margie's skin, the Moonblessed, is based on Violetta's Light Guardian skin. Victor's skin, Spectre, has him cosplaying Joseph's Moonlight Gentleman. Demi's skin, The Last Dance, is based on and shares a name with Mary's Last Dance. Cervase has Masked Gentleman, in which he's dressed up as Jack. Only one of these skins is a hunter mimicking a survivor, which is Leo's Aladdin. It is based on Cervase's Blue Aladdin skin. The newest skin in this series is for Tracy. Her brand new skin, Paper Heart, is based on Yidra's Paper Queen. I left Thief for last because I find it particularly interesting. His skin, Scarecrow, is based on Smiley Face's skin, Scarecrow. What's weird about this one, though, is that the original Joker skin was already referencing Creature's diaries and death. So, Creature got a skin that he really should have got in the first place anyway. Just fun fact. There are also a couple B skins that share this theme. Jamboree for Mike is based on Joker. Fiona's Guiding Spirit is based on Anne. She even has an accessory of a black paper cat called Apostle. And Philippe's Conviction is based on Norton's Wanderer. I really love these skins, and I would love to see more playful and, matching costumey skins. Imagine Orpheus dressed as Nightmare. He'd look so nice. Or vice versa. An Emma skin based on Leo, that would be so cute. It would just be really cool. There's so many fun possibilities. The story will never end. This is a community meme stating exactly as it says, the lore will never be finished. IDV's story will never end. This started because of IDV's scattered and vague lore. Each character has a completely different backstory. Some canon games lore have been slowly updated, but originally the game's story was very scarce. All we knew is that Orpheus was in the manor and he was looking for a lost little girl. And now, with the lore updates we're getting, such as Ashes of Memory and Time of Reunion, the main story is finally going somewhere. There's also the character diaries, which offer some structure to the different games and some insight to the characters' personalities, but they aren't the best quality, and they also take forever to come out. We're still waiting for Nibes. Been waiting for a while. I'm excited for it, because I'm hoping it's gonna be optimized, where it's taken so long? Maybe, hopefully. No shade, I just wish we got a lot more lore updates. I like the lore, obviously. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't. Another part of this entry is just that they have so many characters and maps and plot points that it's gonna last forever, and they're just gonna release more characters, so there's gonna be more lore. It's just gonna keep coming until the game dies, you know? Gardeners don't decode. There is a stereotype of Emma mains that they don't decode and just spend the majority of their time disabling rocket chairs. It's just a funny little stereotype. Sometimes it's true, I've seen it before. Rat or roach. Sometimes both lawyer and prisoner are referred to as rats. I think this is mostly just a mean nickname because of their teeth. In the same vein, priestess is often called a roach because of the way she scuttles around the map so quickly. Real-life inspirations. This one is pretty cool. Many IDV characters were based on real-life figures. Some examples include Forward, William Ellis, who is based on and named after William Webb Ellis, who was the actual creator of rugby. Another is the doctor, Emily Dyer, who is based on Amelia Dyer. Amelia Dyer was a murderer who targeted infants that were in her care. Great. Magician is based on and named after Servaes Leroy, who was a famous Belgian magician. There's actually a lot more examples, but that's all we'll go into for this entry. The TBH creature. Oh, the little skunky, the yippee! The TBH creature, also known as the autism creature or yippee, is a popular internet meme mostly prevalent on Twitter and Tumblr. You may have seen him before. Did you know he was originally an IDV meme though? He was created by Twitter user AC Meiku on January 1st, 2021. The famous quote, "I'm playing Identity V, fancy a game," written above the MS Paint drawing. This photo took off and became a meme. I'm even getting all this info from knowyourmeme.com. AC Miku originally drew this creature sometimes around December 2020, which is where the name TBH comes from. I've linked their Twitter post below, but they no longer seem to be active. I love this little guy. I made a Luca version a while back if anyone would like to use him. I'm giving you my permission. He became adopted by the autistic community. That sounds bad, but I don't know how else to phrase it. And now is also known as a symbol for autism. Looks at you with my autistic eyes. He's called Yippee too because he's often paired with the audio of a small German child saying Yippee because he's excited to play Fortnite and drink Coca-Cola.
Meine Mama hat mir einfach erlaubt, dass ich Cola trinken darf. Wie cool ist das bitte? Jetzt zocke ich Fortnite und trink Cola. Yippee!
The internet is truly an amazing place. X-ray skins. Some skins have texture bugs where shiny or opaque clothes will be completely see-through, causing an X-ray effect on certain character models. Some examples include Norton's Black Tulip skin and Fiona's Golden Future skin. Thanks to this guy, I'm gonna try, Rombi Kosi Hedron, God, and Negative Diva for this entry. Hunter pets. 3 hunters currently have pets in-game. Geisha has Man in the Mirror, which was released alongside her Manchurian crane skin. Gamekeeper has Possessed Deadwood, which was obtainable through the 2019 theater event. I love this one. It's so cool looking, so spooky. I wish it would come back. And Smiley Face has Jack-o'-lantern, which was released during Halloween. Hopefully we get more hunter pets. Next up is Tier 3. The Mind's Eye faked being deaf. This is canon. However, it wasn't her idea, it was her tutor's. Her tutor, Miss Sullivan, saw an opportunity for fame and wanted more. She made Helena write about experiences that didn't happen. One example is her being deaf. Her 8th deduction quest, Uncontrollable. To become a unprecedented hero, you have to take on many roles which you will only perform once. Conclusion, Father's Diary 3. Helena has good ears. I don't know why she would say that. That's not a good look. Not a good look for the tutor, I mean. Helena did nothing wrong. Pawn. When playing Geisha and using the trait Peeper, a unique sound will play when you place the Peeper. Pawn. It's a common Japanese onomatopoeia, similar to pat or tap. Pon, pon, pon. DM Limbs. DM is a alternative universe photographer from the Truth and Inference storyline, which we talked about earlier. When the 3rd anniversary event was on, there was a visual glitch on Joseph's sprites that would cause him to appear with multiple arms. Special thanks to Jan is here for sharing this info with me. Glowing map. The mysterious glowing Chinese characters on the map inside the big boat on Lakeside are the same characters that appear on Wu Chang's compass. Big Boat is implied to be the first officer's father's lost boat. On this boat was Wu Chang's antique umbrella, so the map is teasing some Jose and Wu Chang lore connections. Thanks to Negative Diva again for telling me about this entry. Negative Diva, your comment was a huge help in making this entire video. Thank you. Pink windows. Pink window within a window refers to the windmill on the map Lakeside Village. It's supposedly where Perfumer created her perfumes. In Wu Chang's 2022 birthday letter, it is confirmed Vera's game was set in Lakeside. Thank you to Miss Maya Kubarl. Invisible palettes. There are two possible explanations for this entry, one being that if you spam vault in Joseph's camera world, once it's finished, you may vault nothing as the animation finishes. User Rambi Kosi Dodecahedron, I'm so sorry, again, answered this for me. Thanks, man. 2. When playing on super low graphics, the draw distance isn't very good and certain objects such as palettes may fail to render. Thinking of this now, I should have figured this out when I made the first video. Negative Diva helped again on this one. Manhole. This is a silly nickname that the devs call Fiona's holy key. To be fair, it really does look like a manhole cover. It's round and gray. It's close enough. Postman hate. Victor gets some hate because he's not exactly a great character to play. This is coming from a Postman main. I love him. He's not really meta and can be almost useless if not played right. He really needs good communication to be played properly. If you don't know who's decoding or who's kiting, or your teammates aren't using their pings, your letters will likely be worthless, and even if you are a great Postman player, he's just not as good as other support characters. Why play Postman and give your team short little buffs when you could play Psychologist and heal them from afar, or Barmaid who can heal and give a speed boost? Personally, I don't subscribe to this. As said, I am a Postman main, and I play him because I like him. That's my guy. Some people also don't like his personality or design. They see him as pretty boring. I think his recent letters have fleshed him out a bit more though. But everyone is entitled to hate a character, so. Postman hate. Wildling hate. Wildling is generally a weak character, but I mean, I'll be honest, I never knew this until reading for this iceberg. Anytime I, as a hunter, have gone against Murrows, it has been the absolutely worst time of my life. So, not sure what that says about my hunter abilities. How bad me be? The reason he's not meta is because he has horrid decoding speed, decreased by a whopping 25%, but like any character, he can be great if played masterfully. It all depends on the player. But yeah, the answer is he's not meta. He's also not a hairless twink, so he's not the fandom's favorite. Fan-made characters. Some characters were actually created by fans. Embalmer, Painter, and Postman were fan-created. They were the winners of the 2018 character contest. Embalmer was created by Yokai on Weibo, Painter by Yunli Gushao on Weibo, and Postman was created by Ten Daichi Dai 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 Kacha, which means world's huge tea flower, again on Weibo. I'm so sorry for the pronunciation. If you are Chinese, your ears are probably hurting. Crap Shooter. Crap Shooter is the original name of Emily's S-Skin Risk Taker. It was changed because of the community's reaction to it. There were complaints and a lot of jokes. Craps is a gambling game, and a crap shooter is simply someone who plays that game. Also, a fun little piece of trivia for you. This skin has been adjusted twice after its release. First because some community members, for some reason, didn't like how wide her hips were. Damn bruh, just let her be thick. The second time it was adjusted was to make her hips wider again. So, Emily Dyer birthing hips for the win. Novelist overpowered. When Orpheus was first released, as in novelist, he was one of the most overpowered characters in the game. Hunters ran from him. Orpheus' skill Metaphor lets you take control of the hunter. An oversight of this mechanic is that when the survivor and hunter switch places, so does their UI and game interfaces. The Orpheus could open the hunter's settings and surrender, instantly ending the game. He took his role too literally. This was quickly removed and fixed. How in character though, you know? Making himself OP. Bastard. Official fanfics. Netties themselves have commissioned Identity V fanfiction. 4, actually. The White Sand Street Report for Emma, The New Lady for Vera, the rosy veil for Philippe, and the moon behind the mirror for Weepy, but told by Joseph. They're not canon, just fun little scenarios that offer some insight on the characters. Pretty cool. Emma's is about a man, Inspector Woods, who often visited her when she was at the White Sand Street Asylum. Vera's features her as an affluent royal perfumer and is about her relationship with a oddly familiar maid. Philippe's is a look into his sick and twisted mind through the eyes of his apprentice. And Weepy's is about his and Joseph's hypothetical relationship while Joker was working in the circus. Rain. In the OG version of the game, there was a rain mechanic. When it rained in-game, your character would move slower, similar to the muddy puddles on Sacred Heart Hospital. Thank you, NetEase, for removing this. April Fool's Game Mode. IDV once held a special game mode for April Fools, I think around 2019. Since it was so early in the game's life, I can't find any footage of the mode, but I can tell you it was the opposite of the actual game. Survivors were chasing hunters. This would be so fun and so cute. I really hope they bring it back someday, but it doesn't look like they're gonna. I would love to see footage of this. Just 4 little survivors chasing a big hunter. Hell Ember B skins. Several of Leo's early skins are based on popular horror movie tropes. Perception is based on Pinhead from the Hellraiser franchise. I'm sure you can see the similarities. Moonface is inspired by Michael Myers from the Halloween movies, as you can see from the dark blue clothing and contrasting white mask. Originally, the skin was actually even freakier. What the fuck? There's also a Lucky Guy's skin that references Moonface, also called Moonface, of course. Here it is. Moonface is on the back of his shirt. I guess Lucky Guy is his biggest fan. Moonface actually shows up in Freddy's diaries. He kills Freddy if you do something wrong. Which, good, honestly. Mr. Puppet is based on Slappy the Dummy from Goosebumps. They're obviously mighty similar, but this is also just what a common ventriloquist puppet looks like, so you never know. This skin gives Leo a completely different voice lines. He sounds really happy and chipper, and childish, even. These skins were also potential hunter concepts, as in a hunter different from Hell Ember, but they were scrapped and used as skins instead. I assume because the devs didn't want 6 characters that looked so similar, which would be Leo, Perception, Mr. Puppet, Moonface, and Smiley and Gamekeeper. All 3 of these skins have their own unique portraits, character icons, and post-game sprites. They were also designed before Leo's actual design was finished because, as I said, they were originally hunter concepts by themselves. They also all used Leo's beta weapon, a bone sickle, in their showroom, but this was later patched. I think it would have been a cool Easter egg, but remember, they had to tone it down. TBH, I like these skins. They are really scary. Moonface skin has slight alterations on the CN server too, making him a little more jolly looking. Aww. Entomologist and Prisoner's background story. In one part of Luca's background story video, there is a background character that kind of resembles Melly. I assume people compare the outfit. Brown hair, a hat, a white shirt. It's similar. I mean, this lady has the same hair as Coordinator, so why is Coordinator there too? I'm just kidding. Just another theory. That's the end of part 1. Don't worry though, part 2 is coming very, very soon. I'd like to note that part 2 will be quite a bit darker, as this part was fairly harmless. As we go deeper, it gets worse. Either way, I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to check out the description for all the links mentioned in this video. Once again, a huge thanks to all those who supported me. I encourage y'all to leave comments of your thoughts or suggestions. I hope everyone is enjoying this year's Halloween event. I think Alva and Tracy look so good. They look absolutely fantastic. I love them. And the accessories are so cute. The little priestess ghost. Oh, no way. Ashes of Memory Part 2 is approaching quickly as well. Fool's Gold looks pretty cool. I'm very interested to see what happens to Frederick and how or why Norton is added to the game. Does he die? Oh no. Is Norton gonna be his hunter form, or is Norton gonna be his survivor form? Or both? Damn. Anyway, once again, I hope you enjoyed. I won't be streaming again until November 2nd. Me and Exorus, who you may know from my streams, we're attending a local convention, so stay tuned for a clippy or a montage video of that, kind of similar to last year's HalCon vlog, which I called small vlogs. Not great. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good day, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.